Hello, welcome to God as Better Idea channel. We're here again with yet another powerful message from our brother. Welcome, sir.
All right, thank you so much for having me. It's good to be here. I want to thank God has a better idea team for this opportunity to share. I just want to share something very important concerning the power of the mind. Your mind is your real you. The Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 12, all right? So permit me to just read it verbatim as it is. Romans chapter number 12, 12 verse 2 says something very important about the mind. Okay, now it says, Romans chapter 12, sorry, I think I clicked 2. All right, Romans chapter 12, from verse 2, this is what it says. It says, do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So whatever you are today is as a result of what you believed in your mind. All right, as people, we are exposed to so many things. Life has thrown different things at us. And the way we process these things in our minds has a significant impact on our lives. All right, a lot of people are coming down with mental health issues because of the things that have crept into their minds. Okay, now when you give birth to a child comes with blank slate, which means tabula rasa. Okay, which means a child's mind is blank, like a sheet of paper, and whatever you write on that piece of paper, that's what a child will grow up with. Do you understand? So nobody is born a thief. Nobody is born a prostitute. Nobody is born a drug addict. The society, the family, number one, is the first place that rides on the mind of an individual. So whatever you become today is the sum total of all the influences that you started receiving when you were a toddler and begin to manifest when you grow up. So whatever you want to be in this life, if you believe it in your mind, nothing will stop you from becoming it. All right, so a lot of people have said, my father is dead, my uncle did not treat me well, my mommy did not. So people give excuses to why they've not achieved anything in life. So when you blame people, you first blame yourself. What have you done? Okay, so your parents have done their bit by bringing you to this world. They give you the environment, whether conducive or unconducive, but you have a decision. And that decision is what? To make up your mind that you will make an impact. It could be that everybody seems to be failing your family, everybody seems to be failing your community, but you can dare to be different and tell yourself, I can be better, I can be different. Okay, so a lot of young people have gone into drugs because they could not cope with life challenges. Things are difficult, so people just go into drugs, go into prostitution because they want to find fulfillment. But these things never give fulfillment. Nobody asks all those who have been on drugs, alcohol, it doesn't give you any fulfillment. It rather takes away from you. All right, so it's the condition of your mind. If your mind tells you that you can do this, if you believe in your mind that you can do this thing, absolutely nothing can stop you from what? Becoming who you really to be. The Bible also talks about in Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7, it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. So the heart also means the mind. And the Bible also says that what? Guide your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. So if you guard your heart, if you protect your heart from what? From negative influences, from toxic people, you are guarding. So there are some certain things that you need to run away from. Don't expose yourself to people who will not add value to your life. If you have circle of friends that are not adding anything to you, you don't have a business being around them. Detach. They are not your kind of people. Do you understand? If you are around people who always discourage you, who don't support you, who are always full of negativity, detach away from this kind of people. Meet people who are like-minded. Meet people who are inspiring you. Meet people who you see as your mentor. Let someone mentor you in the path you want to take in life. Nothing is impossible for whoever believes. That's what the Bible says. So there's what is impossible. Whatever you believe it, you can achieve it. All right, Bible says what? That everything is possible for he who believes, which means anything that you can think of, it is possible. The only thing that is not possible is what you cannot think. Imagine, how many of us imagine that we can talk to somebody with a mobile phone like this? We never thought that was possible. This is somebody's idea. Someone thought about this, and today we are having hands. I can call somebody in America today. What was not possible 10, 20 years ago. It wasn't possible, but someone thought about connecting the world together, and it was an idea that was birthed. So you too, there's something that you can do. So think through, what is it that you are good at doing? Think, what is it that you can do? What value can you add? You know, we're living in a world in our country today, like Nigeria, that if you are waiting for government to give you work, you would be disappointed. But if the skills that something you learn, something you can do, the value that you add in people's life, and they pay you. So if you're not adding value, nobody will pay, nobody will give you any free money anywhere. There's no free money. But if you have a value, you can add value, there's something that you can do, people will call you. So make up your mind that I'm going to be a problem solver. I'm going to solve people's problem. And as you solve people's problem, people will call you and they will reward you with pay. All right? So it's all boils down to what? Your mindset. So never limit yourselves. Never limit yourself beyond even the shore of this country. Look beyond. Look, think outside the box. You know what our parents told us? Go to school. After school, you find a good job. After that, you get married and give birth to children, and that's it. But life is beyond that. It's beyond just finishing school. Like it's like they've programmed that things must be this way. But people who are making great impact today, they didn't follow all these circles that our parents have laid down for us. A lot of billionaires today, they are school dropouts. Like Mark Zuckerberg, I learned he was a school dropout. From there, we have Facebook. So today, he has millions of subscribers, and he's making billions of naira, billions of dollars rather, from an idea. So what's that idea that you have? Do not despise. It might look foolish, it might look not uninteresting, but that idea, if you stay at it, if you are consistent at it, it will take you somewhere. Nobody will celebrate the idea if you don't. So sometimes we celebrate, oh, they're making great, oh, everybody, hey, I'm on Facebook. But what if you didn't create a Facebook? Do you understand? There are many different social medias, and these are people's ideas. So never limit yourself. If you limit yourself, limitations start from your mind. So if you limit yourself from your mind, I tell you that you will not amount to anything. So I'd like to conclude by giving a story about a lion that was raised in the midst of sheep. You know, a lion is called the king of the jungle. Now this lion was raised in the midst of sheep, so it begins to act like a sheep. They'll go grazing, and a lion will come and chase them, and they'll all run away. And the lion too also run with the sheep. Not knowing there's also a lion. But a time come in his life when he went to drink water, and then he saw his image in the
My life was calling. I hope that place was.